Hi readers, me here, and I swear this is my very last book haul of 2023 and for a long, long time. And the only reason I was able to do this is because my colleague Sarah told me how to finally use my gift card that I had, Amex gift card that I didn't know how to use because it wouldn't let you use it online. So I found my one from last year and I went to the bookstore. So, let's see what I got. First up is, I picked this up because my sister recommended Remarkably Bright Creatures, which has an octopus in it. So when I saw this novel, Sea Change by Gina Chung, I thought, is that the same book with a different title? But no, it's not. Where Remarkably Bright Creatures is about a woman whose husband dies and the octopus helps her solve a mystery. This one is about Ro, who's stuck, just entered her 30s, estranged from her mother. Her boyfriend just left to join a mission to Mars, and she's dragging herself to her job at the aquarium. So I'm going to read these like back to back, I think. And spends her nights drinking Sharktinis, which is Mountain Dew, copious amounts of gin, and a hint of jalapeno. Anyway, Ro's closest companion is Dolores, a giant Pacific octopus, who also happens to be Ro's last remaining link to her father, a marine biologist who disappeared while on an expedition when Ro was a teenager. Then Dolores, the octopus, is sold to a wealthy investor intent on moving her to a private aquarium. And this destroys or gets Ro close to destruction. Interesting. Anywho, I can't wait to read it. Next up, because this was a buy one, get one 50% off, I chose Familia, a novel by Lauren E. Rico. I had not heard of this before. So, two characters in this. There's Gabby and Isabella. Gabby has a sister. So Gabby takes a genealogy test and finds out she has a sister, one who's been desperately trying to find her. And Isabella is the sister. So Isabella's sister disappeared from the streets of San Juan 25 years ago, and she's been trying to find her sister ever since. But Isabella realizes that even if this woman, Gabby, is her sister, she may not want to be. I'm really looking forward to that. Next up, this is a baking show novel, and I'm really into reality show novels this past year. This is called Love at 350. Try to speed this up. I'm not going to read everything to you. I am very skeptical about this next book. I have seen it on the shelves for the past year or however long. There's a big trend now, especially in romance, for these STEM novels, and I'm all about women in STEM and romances, but I'm kind of skeptical about the love hypothesis, but since I had a gift card, I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. At best, it'll be a palate cleanser. At worst, I'll DNF it. So in 2024, I am going to attempt to really broaden my horizons and add in more literary works. And that's why I chose Western Lane by Chetna Maroo. This was shortlisted for the Booker Prize. It's about an 11-year-old who's been playing squash for as long as she can remember. It's a coming-of-age story, and it is only 150 pages. So what I think I'm going to do is finish up the Rose Code today and have this be my final book for 2024. I don't know what number that will put me at for 2023. I don't know what number that'll put me at, 232, 233, doesn't matter. Oh, this was quite the find, and I have been at Barnes & Noble several times over the past week and had not seen this. This is Mistress of Life and Death, The Dark Journey of Maria Mandel, head overseer of the women's camp at Auschwitz-Birkenau. Now, she did get hung. That's not a spoiler. You can look it up. It's history. So this is a biography of Maria Mandel and her transformation from harmless small-town girl to hardened killer. So apparently, this is the part. So at Auschwitz, she founded the notable women's orchestra and adopted several children from the transports, only to lead them to the gas chambers when her interest waned. What a fucking monster. So, anywho, she was hanged in 1948. Can't wait to read this. This is going in my pile of nonfiction history that I will read this year. I don't need that. Okay, only a few more. So, I have been resisting buying this. Sorry if I'm kicking the table. I have been resisting buying this next book for the longest time, but I absolutely adore the title, and finally, gift card, I gave in. I hope it is great. It is I Feed Her to the Beast, and the Beast is Me by Jameson Shea. The reason I've been resisting it is it's about a ballerina, and ballerinas really aren't my thing. And it kind of reminded me of what's Black Swan? Is that the film? So, being a ballerina is a cutthroat world. She's tired of being overlooked and ventures deep into the Paris catacombs where she finds a pulsing blood river that offers her everything she's dreamed of and worked toward: power and awe. As she descends into godhood in the mystifying underworld below, she's faced with the ultimate choice: continue to break herself for a world that doesn't love her back, or succumb to the darkness that wants her exactly as she is, monstrous heart and all. Yeah, I'm excited to read that. Next up, I should have brought the other book down. The only other book, again, this is another one I resisted because I'm not sure if it's going to work for me, but gift card. The only other book I've read by Tim O'Brien is The Things They Carried. There's a quote, I hope I don't mess it up, in it that it's about soldiers and the Vietnam War, and I was really into that in college, and the quote goes, stories are what gets you from where... I can't remember the quote. Sorry. It's beautiful. But I don't have time to go upstairs and get it. Anywho, it's America Fantastica by Tim O'Brien. And I have high hopes because The Things They Carried was beautiful. This is a novel about a bank robbery and a kidnapping-ish, and a... Ooh. Okay, I'm really looking forward to this too. In the tradition of Jonathan Swift and Mark Twain, America Fantastica delivers a biting, witting, and entertaining story about the causes and costs of outlandish fantasy, while also marking the triumphant return of an essential voice in American letters. And at the heart of the novel, amid a teeming cast of characters, readers will delight in the tug-of-war between two memorable and iconic human beings: the exuberant savior of souls, Angie Bing, and the penitent but compulsive liar, Boyd Halverson. Just as Tim O'Brien's modern classic, The Things They Carried, so brilliantly reflected the unromantic truth of war, America Fantastica puts a mirror to a nation and a time that has become dangerously unmoored from truth and greedy for delusion. Gosh, I got some great finds. Okay, I've got 2 more books. Let's see what they are. The first is We Must Not Think of Ourselves, a novel. It's a Read with Jenna novel. It is by Lauren Grodstein, and it is World War II fiction. So, I'm not... It is set in the Warsaw Ghetto, and the main character discovers a possible escape and is faced with an unbearable choice. Whom can he save, and at what cost? You know I love my World War II fiction, so. Finally, stumbled across this one. It is called What Wild Women Do by Karma Brown. In this, I want to say it's 2 timelines. Or maybe not. Let me put my glasses on because this print is pretty small. An aspiring contemporary screenwriter, a 1970s socialite turned feminist, and the camp in the woods that ties their stories together forever. It's about ambition, betrayal, and the wildness that exists in all of us. I am not doing well reading on camera, y'all, but I'll get better. So Rowan is stuck, and her dream of becoming a Hollywood screenwriter is stalled. So she and her fiancé retreat to an isolated cabin in the Adirondacks to hopefully get out of their creative ruts. There, Rowan finds herself drawn into a mysterious and unsettling story, that of socialist turned feminist crusader Eddie Calloway, who vanished in these same woods during the summer of 1975 and was never heard from again. A handbook that Rowan finds gives glimpses into who Eddie was, and then a fateful discovery offers clues about what might have happened to her. So, again, I think I got a really good selection, because I'm skeptical about this one, but, you know, I'm excited to read all of these, and that concludes, for real this time, my final book haul of 2023. Happy New Year! Happy reading! That's it for me.